Hi friends! Long time no see. I have been gone on a trip. I went to the Philippines for 3 weeks, hit up the motherland, and or literally my mother's land because she was born and raised there. But yeah, I did barely any makeup there and I'm tan and happy, and I wanted to film this before my tan went away. And I started like breaking out from being back and whatever. So this is the makeup I wore in the Philippines. If I was wearing makeup, I usually wasn't wearing makeup, but anytime I saw my little sister wear makeup, I'm like, okay, I need to wear makeup too. But yeah, so this is what I wore when I did wear makeup in the Philippines, and it was really quick and very few items and no foundation actually, so this would be considered literally a no foundation. What do they call it? No foundation makeup routine? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I didn't wear foundation, didn't even wear concealer, kind of just rode with whatever blemishes I had and just was in my skin because it was so flippin' hot and I was just like sweating so much. I was like very sweaty and moist like the whole time. I know people don't like that word, but like it was true. And I just wanted to share the makeup that I wore when I wore it. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I wanted to share my minimal vacation makeup routine. It's only 5 products, maybe 6 if you count a lip product, but I usually just wore lip balm. Sometimes wore a gloss, which I'll share with you, but just like the 5 main products that I used. So I would start with sunscreen, of course. I didn't even really wear moisturizer because I was just so sweaty and like moist, like I said before. So I just skipped out on moisturizer and just used my sunscreen. I'm not counting this as a product because it was like part of my skincare, but I used the sorry, she's busted because I used a lot of it and I shared it with like my sisters and my boyfriend during the trip. But this is the Make Prem Moisturizing Serum. No, I'm just reading it. Moisturizing sunblock, which is kind of like a serum. But then I think I usually started with my cheeks. So what I did was I started with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight in Champagne Pop, just this little one. And I wanted to bring my opal one. I have the opal shade in this little mini, but it's running low, and also I think it's breaking me out because it's so old. But I wanted to bring this product specifically because it just, the formula and like how it shows on my skin is just so perfect and probably one of my top favorite products ever. And this is the mini. I'll link it down below. It comes with a mini highlighter, pressed highlighter as well. But this one I love so much, the liquid. I also have the full size of opal, but I didn't want to bring that because it's more convenient to travel with. But it's just a doe foot applicator. And it has the most beautiful shine to it. And what I like the most about this is just how natural it looks on the skin. So that's just me having not very thoroughly blending it out. But I would just put this on my nose. I'll zoom you in. I'm all over the place, I apologize. I would put this on my nose and on the high points of my cheek. And also excuse me if I'm like sniffling and sound disgusting. It's because I'm getting over a cold. And then I would just blend it out. And I like doing this before my blush because sometimes when I put blush on and then highlight after the blush, it kind of takes away from the blush and removes some color and just kind of leaves it, I don't know, patchy on my blush. So I always like to put the highlighter on first when I do cream products. Not always, but usually if I can remember to do it, I'll do that. But it's just like so wet looking. I just love how natural this highlighter is. And that's why one, it's one of my favorite highlighters ever, and two, I just love traveling with it because when I travel, I sometimes want to wear makeup, but I don't want it to look really unnatural and like cakey, so I really like cream products for that reason. But yeah, I just really like how natural but very beamed up this highlight is. It looks like I'm wet or sweating, which for the most part I was in the Philippines, so just looks natural. And then I would do this blush. I wore Storm by Glossier in their Cloud Paint, and I brought this one because of its shade and undertone and how it just looks like a kind of sunburn on me, on my skin tone. Kind of looks like a sunburn, or I have just gone tanning or something. So I really liked using this as my blush, and when I did it, I sometimes would wear makeup like at night when we would go out to dinner or whatever, and I had been in the sun all day, and I noticed that I got a lot of redness like right here and on my nose, and so when I did my makeup I kind of just mirrored that and just kind of went with it. So I would just take my blush and focus it on the high points of my cheek, really where I got the highlight too. I would just like focus it there and kind of blend it into my upper cheek area and really not drag it down. So that's how I would do my blush. I don't put a ton of it on and it still looks very natural. Like I feel like I just came back from sunbathing or whatever, or like a day out on the beach, and I look very moisturized, aka sweaty, and kind of sun-kissed. And so that's what I would do with my cheeks. And then after that, I would do my brows. I feel like when I don't wear a lot of makeup, something I do have to put on my face is my brows, just because I feel like it frames my face a lot better, and my brows are V-patchy. I mean, I have brows, like, they kind of bushy, they're not that thick, but they're like thick enough to look existent, but they're just like patchy and unruly, so I would definitely fill them in. And so I would just brush them out and fill them in. This is the MAC Stud Eyebrow Styler. It's not something like I particularly love, but I got it. I went to a thrift store, and it's above the mall. It's like on the top floor of the Bellevue Mall, and they have sometimes makeup that makeup stores have donated to them that they're like not selling anymore or whatever, and they were selling this brow product, so I picked one up, and it's nice, but I don't love it. I think the color could be better, but I brought it on my trip just because I'm trying to use it up, and it's also compact. It's like a very thin pencil. And another thing I would like to say is, if you're going on a trip, I would recommend waxing your brows beforehand, just because it makes filling them in so much faster and you just feel cleaner and like your brows just look better, and so you don't want to fuss around with them as much because they're just already cleaned up and everything. So I also did that before my trip, which helped a lot. It like boosted my confidence of not wanting to wear makeup, and just made filling my brows in when I did put makeup on a lot easier. So, like, I barely did anything, and that looks so much better. That's crazy, you know? So, really that's all I would do with my brows, as far as this product goes. And then I would finish my brows off with the Glossier Boy Brow. I brought the shade Brown with me. I really like this color. So I would just brush my brows up and make them as bushy as possible. I sometimes will back comb them, but because this boy brow is newer, it has a ton of product on it, so I just distribute way too much. So I'll just like lightly back comb them. So my brows are like in your face, but I kind of like that. So, and then I would curl my lashes, and often I would do this face and then leave. Just because I didn't want to put mascara on because I didn't know if we were going to go swimming that day or like how long the day was going to be, so I didn't want to like have mascara in my lashes for so long, or like have them get wet and then like have my lashes get wet and then like have the mascara dripping down my face. But actually when I did wear mascara and I swam, the mascara did, like held up pretty well and didn't drip down my face too much, but I just wanted to mention that like sometimes I would just go out like this and feel comfortable because you're on vacation, girl. You don't need to worry about nobody. But if I did, I would use the Falsies Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. And I noticed that Fenty Beauty came out with a new mascara, and it has this thing where it's like fat on one side and then like thin on the other, and that is exactly what this brush is. So that makes me wonder if this is a dupe for the Fenty mascara. And I always get waterproof version of mascara so it holds my curl because I have super straight lashes. And when people recommend mascara to me and they say it's not waterproof, I just stop listening to them, honestly, because I've tried not waterproof mascara and it doesn't work on me. So basicamente, this is the total complete look. I'll zoom you out. And this is what I would do, my very quick makeup routine when I was on vacation. Just 5 products, very simple, super compact. I'll show you me holding them in my hand. And I brought so much fucking makeup, it's so annoying, because I literally only use these 5 items. And one day I wore more makeup and I regretted it, hashtag regrets. And I was like, why did I wear powder? I'm so stupid. Because it just felt so gross on my face. But yeah, these just, my hand's awkward, but these are the 5 items that I used, and curling tool. And then if I wanted color on my lips, I would wear one of the Tower 28 glosses. I brought 3 of them, excessive, because I really only use 2 colors. I used the clear and then fire. The spatial situation is weird. That's not much better, but whatever. I would use fire if I wanted color on my lips. So this is like an additive if you wanted to have an extra product. But usually I would just use lip balm. Or I would use the clear Tower 28. This is weirding me out, this angle. But I would just use like the clear gloss or just a lip balm, and that completed my look. So this is what I wore when I was in the Philippines on vacation in hot weather. Just like a really quick 5-product, 5-minute makeup routine. No foundation because I just didn't want to feel cakey or like my face was melting off or anything like that, so I just avoided foundation altogether. And luckily my skin was okay for the most part of the trip. It definitely broke out like on my forehead, like right where my brows were, I think because I got my brows waxed. But I mean, it's whatever, like who cares? But yeah, this is what I did. I just wanted to show you this before my tan fades away, rip. But yeah, just bushy brows, and accentuated brows, mascara, like lashes, and then blush. So I hope you enjoyed. I also kind of want to do a like pasalubong haul or like Philippines things haul, because I got a lot of really cute things that I'd love to share with you. So if you're interested in that, please let me know down below. And I have some exciting videos coming that I'm really excited for you guys to participate in. It's a giveaway. And yeah, so stay tuned for those, and I'm excited to be back after a month of not having posted anything. And also I'm going to post a video that is something I pre-filmed but then didn't have time to edit and post before the Philippines, so I'll be pale as heck, and I won't sound sick or anything, and I won't be tan, sadly, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know, because that'll come after this and it'll be like kind of weird, but that's the situation. But yeah, okay, this is everything. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!